All right, so I was waiting for New Year's Day because I knew this was going to take a long time to film. I got it for Christmas from my lovely wife. Greatest Grudges 92. Ultimate Warrior Papa Shango 2 pack here. This is a must have for wrestling fans. If you grew up in the 80s and 90s, this feud, while it was short, it was. It left a mark on a lot of people, and I remember watching the feud. It started in WrestleMania 8. So anyway, we'll get to that in a moment. We'll talk history. We're going to see poses. We're going to talk wrestling. Guys, stick around. If you're a wrestling fan, this video is definitely for you. If you're not, still stick around, guys, because Papa Shango, he looks like something out of Masters of the Universe. I'm telling you, he is such a surreal character. I love Papa Shango. I know a lot of wrestlers thought it was silly, but you know what? It worked. The gimmick worked, and this is why they're making action figures of him. This is probably the best looking Ultimate Warrior figure Mattel's ever come out with. This is amazing, and it comes with interchangeable heads, the coat, everything. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I was waiting for years, and I was like, when are they going to come out with a Warrior figure that I feel like I can really have in my collection? And finally, after all these years, they came out with this one. The attire, first of all, is perfect. The white with the blue, the yellow, very colorful, but not too colorful. Just the colors work well. The head sculpts are amazing. Like, the hair is perfect. Like, this is a must have for Ultimate Warrior fans. Look at that. It's just like amazing. Just articulation on both figures, by the way, are outstanding. Like, wow, they nailed it with this. You could do waist swivel, full waist swivels, 360, full ab crunch, full swivel with their abs, arms full 360. Oh, anyways, there's the tassels, by the way. You guys are looking at all those tassels that Warrior always used to wear. He used to pose and show off, and look at that. That's amazing. Remember the segment in Survivor Series when he almost choked Shawn Michaels to death, wrapping the tape around him? Oh my goodness. The Warrior, this guy was high octane energy. And this basically, he had disappeared for a while, and then he came back at WrestleMania 8 to rescue Hulk Hogan from Sid Justice during the match. Well, Papa Shango missed his cue, and he came out a little too early. But then, there it is, the run, the epic run, the high octane run, when the music came on in Indianapolis, and everyone went absolutely berserk. And the trek, the run, down the runway was it was like miles, but he did it. And he was just running, and he just came to the ring with a surge of energy, and it was just awesome. And anyway, that's some of the poses we're doing there for you guys. I mean, I was filming today probably, oh my goodness, almost 5 hours. I woke up a little bit earlier just to get to it, and it's just I had so much fun doing this. That's the third head sculpt. That the right eye isn't as predominant as the other two, so I'm not crazy about that one, but the other two head sculpts are great, especially that one there. I was tempted, believe me when I tell you, to pour some syrup on him to make it look like the liquid that was coming out. They probably used syrup back in the day when they did the segment when, Papa Shango would curse Ultimate Warrior. He was like, "Warriors!" And he's shaking his head out, the liquid dripping down from his forehead. Anyway, there's Warrior, there's Shango. We're going to get to the poses there. So Mr. Dennis Wright, right? That's his name, right? Dennis Wright. With the skull there. Look at that. 3 interchangeable heads, too. So we're going to do some shots here before we put on the epic cape on him. There's the dragons, or not dragons, excuse me, the snakes there. The symbol there. The witch doctor here. Definitely, you can see Papa Shango was certainly inspired from James Bond's villain, Live and Let Die. I got to watch that movie. That came out in 1973, 3 years before I was born. Think about it. Anyway, there you guys go. He's starting to accessorize him, put on the top hat there with a feather. Look at that. That looks fantastic, doesn't it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is a great 2-pack. I love it. And there's some close-up shots of tattoos on him there. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, we know he also played at The Godfather later on. And there we go. Nice tight shot of the skull there in his hand there. More shots of his tattoos there, and then his pants there with the snakes and wrapped around. Look at that. That's beautiful. Just the voodoo man, right? The witch doctor, Papa Shango. And there he is. There he is. He's embracing the world with his, sorcery. I mean, when I first saw him, was I scared of him? No, but was I intrigued? Oh, absolutely. I love watching him. Younger kids, I was 16 when he first came out. I know there's people that are younger that were kids watching it. And you guys were terrified of him. I know you guys were. That was, for a kid watching Papa Shango, this guy coming to the ring, doing fire with his hands, making the lights go out to complete darkness, and then the opponent's feet would be on fire, and then that liquid, which is probably maple syrup, probably over, dripping from their heads. it was basically mind-boggling for a lot of youngsters too. I was intrigued by it. I was just like, wow, this guy's kind of cool. It's just, again, Papa Shango. A lot of people will say he's kind of cartoony, which sure he is. I mean, he's coming out of Masters of the Universe. Like he would be buddies with Skeletor. Like, can you now imagine him and Skeletor working together? Absolutely, 100%. But it worked for me. But for that timeline, now probably not. But still, this is nostalgia and it's very finest, especially for me here. And look at it. Look at the articulation you could do with these figures. The arches, the dynamic range that you could do. Yeah, I'm using a little bit of a base there, but honestly, they got some Revel technology going on in these figures with the posability that you guys could do there. So there he is doing his chant, preparing for the curse on who, the ultimate warrior, right? So there you guys go. Did a couple of shots there for you guys. And before we get to Warrior and Papa Shango and their little feud, there's a little nice shot there of his cape there. Look at that. So draping nicely. Very nicely done by Mattel. This is probably their best two-pack figures. This is probably one of their best works, to be quite honest. So there they are. There you are, guys. If you're still sticking around the video, side by side there, Warrior doing his little pose there like he's going to body slam him, which probably will. Papa Shango's ready to prepare the curse on him. They actually faced off. I watched the match between Ultimate Warrior and Bret Hart when it was Papa Shango and Kamala. So they did face off. They never faced off one-on-one, which is really funny, right? But anyway, there he is. He's preparing. There it is. There it is, guys. You know what it is? This is the famous scene where Warrior puked his guts out. That was awesome. You watch it now, you die of laughter. He's like, and he just project like the projectile, the puke coming out, and it lands on the paramedics, and it was just like, oh my goodness. Anyways, but Warrior got his revenge. There it is, this classic clothesline. Look at that. He's giving it to Papa Shango. Look at that. That's awesome, right? Look at that. Look at that. Wow, yeah, nice shot there going, Warriors, right? And there he is, body slamming Mr. Papa Shango. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's available at Amazon. If you guys want to pick it up, I highly recommend getting it, especially for wrestling fans. Amazing two-pack. This is Mattel's one of the finest works they've ever done, ever. All right? And you guys even saw the artwork as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Long video, but well worth it. Take care, everyone.